I love the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless. It's packed with premium features that make it multi-purpose across a variety of platforms as well. My only complaint with the original one was that there were some ANC bumps in the ear cups that made it uncomfortable. So now in 2024, SteelSeries has released a white version of this incredible $350 headset, and they've also made some changes inside the ear cup to address that comfort issue. So it should be absolutely perfect now, right? Well, let's dive in and check it out. Hey everyone, I'm Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys. First off, let's do a very quick overview of the Nova Pro wireless for those who forgot or don't know. For the most part, this is the same as what we saw in July of 2022. This is a do-it-all gaming headset with ANC, hot swap batteries, a wireless base station, and simultaneous Bluetooth connectivity. There's even an Xbox version that will basically work on any platform. The microphone may not be up to par with some of the newer competition like the Astro AX50, but otherwise, the Nova Pro wireless is an incredible gaming headset. And if you want to see the full review from the 2022 version, check that out up here in the corner. Today, we're going to be basically covering just the changes. So the biggest thing I want to talk about here is the comfort, because that was really my only complaint with the original version. We'll get these ear cups off here so you can actually see what we're talking about on the inside. On the original, there is this large ANC nub right in the middle that, with my ears, with the stock ear cushions, I could feel it pressed up against my ear when I was wearing this headset. And it was okay for short-term use, but it made it pretty uncomfortable for longer-term use. Luckily, Wicked Cushions came out with their $30 ear pads that are quite a bit thicker than the stock ear cushions, and so if you pop these on here, that solved that issue for me, and I think for a lot of other people as well. Good on SteelSeries, because they listened to that feedback and that issue, and they made a change in the product. It is, a year and a half later, I think, that these came out. They might have even implemented these changes a little bit sooner, but let me get this ear cup off and we'll take a look at the changes they made. So inside the ear cup here, you can see that nub, that huge piece in the middle of the old ear cup, is basically completely gone. They said there is a different microphone that is sitting in there, and so maybe they just didn't need that larger nub sitting around it. So that basically alleviates all the issues I had with that in the middle of the ear cup pressing against my ears. Unfortunately, I am still noticing a different comfort issue with this setup. So I don't think I have like crazy huge ears that stick out. Maybe I do, I'm not really sure. But when I have this on, when I have the ear pads on here, the way that the ear pad is designed, there is this kind of up at the top, there is this little lip that goes around. And when that is actually installed on the ear cup, that lip becomes pretty rigid. It's a little bit more flexible on here when you're just touching it and moving it, but it's pretty rigid on the ear cup once you actually install this and put it on. And it makes this little ledge in the top of the ear cup that my ears rub against. Once again, it's not bad for shorter gaming sessions, but over time, as I move my head and adjust the headset, I can feel that hard ledge rubbing against and irritating the tops of my ears. Once again, Wicked Cushions do come to the rescue. For me, you can see the size difference between these ear pads. They're so much thicker, which just adds a little bit of distance, enough to pull the ear cup further away from my ear, and so I don't have that same kind of irritating rubbing sensation on the top of my ear here. It's just a bummer that you're spending $350 on a headset, an incredible headset, has all the great features, great sound, incredible customizability with EQ inside of Sonar, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. But for me personally, to make it comfortable enough to wear for longer gaming sessions, I do have to spend another $30 for a third-party accessory to make it more comfortable for me. Now, I know this isn't going to be the case for everybody. I've seen some other reviews where they don't mention this at all, so I do think it's going to be a case-by-case scenario whether or not you need those. So the good news is here that there is a solution. If you're very intrigued by this headset, which I think you should be because it's an incredible headset, and you pick it up and they feel comfortable and you don't feel any of that rubbing, great, you're ready to go. But if you're like me and it is irritating your ear a little bit still, grab some of these Wicked Cushions. I'll put a link down in the description, and that will save it. But just know that you might have to invest a little more money into this already pretty expensive premium gaming headset. All right, so lastly, as far as updates, let's just take a look inside of Sonar, because there are a ton of profiles built in here for different games. Basically, the big update in here is that the list of pre-made configurations has been drastically expanded with more profiles for popular games. From Call of Duty to Brawlhalla, there are at least 100 different different profiles to choose from. And what's great is that you can also take a profile, duplicate it, and make some adjustments if you want to tone down the tuning. All you have to do is set your master out and then set your EQ settings, and all those settings will be applied. Overall, wrapping up here, while I am very excited and happy that SteelSeries actually addressed issues that people were having and came out with an updated version that reduced the size of these ANC nubs here, I am still bummed that I'm finding a different comfort issue. In the past, I've absolutely loved SteelSeries headsets for comfort. The 9X and the 7X were just incredibly comfortable. So I was a little surprised to have the issues with this headset. But luckily, we do have something like Wicked cushions that make it feel a lot better. So I do still think that the major takeaway here is that this is an incredible headset. If you have the chance to try it on in store or try a friend's or something and see if you have comfort issues, try it first and check it out. Because if you don't have those issues, this is an incredible headset. And if you do have those issues, just grab a pair of Wicked cushions and you should be good to go. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this quick little look at the updated Nova Pro wireless from SteelSeries. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And if you're looking for some other videos to watch, I'll link to our full Nova Pro wireless review over here, as well as our most recent video. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so others can find it easier, and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.